Okay, so today we're painting strawberries. Nothing complicated, just a sweet, familiar shape repeated over and over again on our page. So we're gonna think of it less like a painting exercise and more like a rhythm, a little ritual. So you'll notice that I'm starting just by painting with water. I love just painting with water. And I'm making a strawberry shape, which is kind of like a heart. I put in a little yellow, a little orange. It was really just the start of my practice, and I was experimenting hard. But throughout this, you'll see that I kind of go back to my red that I love using. So I'm just making my strawberry shape very loose using a good amount of water. And then I'm going to put another strawberry shape right up to it so they touch and kiss and bloom into one another. I am keeping my value kind of light, but you can also go back in and charge your wet areas of your page, your strawberry shapes, with more paint and more pigment. The charging is when you drop a color into a wet area on your page and that color blooms out. So you'll see that the edges of that droplet are very fuzzy and not very crisp at all. So you don't need to control every edge. Watercolor does its best when we give it space to do its thing. We don't fuss over it, and let the color bloom and let it wander. As you go, try and breathe while you paint. And I know that sounds obvious, but really using it as a way to slow your pace down. Let your brush move like it's part of your breath. This kind of repetition has a way of calming the nervous system, and that's really what this exercise is about. It's just about getting you to your paper and letting you ground into your creative practice. So notice where the strawberries might need a little more contrast. I love thinking about strawberries cut open halfway, and they're very light like this on the inside, and then the outer edge has a very kind of deep red almost outline to it. So you might have some strawberries in your house that you can bring over, you can cut open, you can use as inspiration. And you'll also notice that I'm adding the green tops to these strawberries. So just almost like using my brush like a stamp to just create these crowns on the top of our red heart shape. You can go back in, change some shapes or add value, so add pigment to some of the strawberries, but really, not worrying about it, letting it be charming, letting it be a little whimsical, and using this just as a way to let your mind wander. This can be your full creative practice for today or just a warm up. Either way, give yourself credit. You did the hardest thing, which is coming to your paints and putting something on the page. So good job. Let me know how it goes.